Back in September 2020, we sold our house in the UK, then moved to Normandy in France, where we bought an ancient French farmhouse with various outbuildings, including an old barn, a small cottage with 2 woodlands, and 3.5 acres of pastured land in a beautiful national park area. Follow us on our journey as Budo and I renovate the farmhouse, manage our land, and take on many projects for you to enjoy. Let the fun begin.
Okay folks, day 2, part 2 of these beams we're doing. So far all good, nothing's collapsed yet. We've got the first beam in. I'm just going to spin you around and show you as I walk in, alright? In a minute, yep. So, just going in here now. So we've got the first beam in, I showed you. Everything's locked in now.
Good morning.
You saw that last week, alright James?
Good morning.
Yep. So me and James have just set up the tower. Had Tracy clearing up a little bit down here so we can move stuff about. But we've got the tower in under this beam now. So we're ready to start cutting this beam out end to end and then slide that through the window. This is the one we're a bit nervous about as well, because we believe the beams are in here to keep the 2 walls tied together with the pressure of the roof coming down apex. But we got they're on purlins, so I hope they'll hold. But I think it would have come out anyway because of this. It's so rotten in this corner, it's all loose. But anyway, so come back in a bit and we'll show you the next phase. So, got the beam down. Let me just show you quickly. Down on the chains. It's ready to be shipped outside now. But I just want to show you this, how bad these look. These wood beetles, woodworms, how they destroy wood over time. It's like powder at this end. And that was the good bit. The worst bit's up there still. So we're going to shunt that out now. We might lose some of this stonework, but we'll do it slowly. And the one over the back there. Yeah, so we're going to get this moved out, clean them out, and then get the new beam in.
Okay, Budo's in the workshop at the moment. They've just got
coming in now.
Yeah, second beam's just coming through the window. It's all happening here at French Farmhouse Diaries. How's it going, Budo?
Alright, just resetting the chains.
Yep.
If I lift and take the weight off, keeping it central, James is doing the outside with a digger and he's slowly shunting it in so we can get it up into position.
Yep, fantastic. Shall I just show?
We're using these chains as lifts but also swinging them so they swing in and out. So when I reset this chain out here, as James lifts that in, it swings in a little bit slowly.
Right, okay.
So up now. James is going to come in a little bit.
I'm just going to show them where it's going into. See the nearest hole to the left. That's where it's going. Yep, just bear with me. We're just going to go outside now. Here's James on the digger. You have to excuse the noise in the background. That's our labby Rocky. He thinks he's a wolf. Right, let me just walk over this way so you can see better. So James is just feeding the beam through the window. And as you can see, he's got a strap there. And there's another one on the end where Budo is trying to guide the beam in as well. You right, James?
Yeah.
Just concentrating now. Right, hold on. I think I'll need to go back in here now. I'm coming.
Just sort of show you.
Patience.
So I've put the chain at the front again.
Right.
Then I'm going to put the other chain on.
James is impatient now. So it counterbalances it, doesn't it?
Well, hang on, James, get the other chain. You're going to have to reset. Both of them reset. You'll be able to come in a bit more. Let's do 2 chains at once.
There it goes, the beam's moving now.
1 sec. Then take up slack.
Doucement, doucement, as they say in France, slowly, slowly. You can see this bit here at the end. You can see the beams moving up now.
I'll just take this chain down. 1 sec, bro. Don't push. Got to get it out of this. Can you go back a tag? Yep, now back out again. Push it in now a bit. Back in there. Hang on a minute. Take the strap off. That's it, just hold it in this position.
A lot of concentration, because it can be very, very dangerous if you don't communicate with to each other. See the chain up there?
Remember, we've got to turn it. Yeah, you've got to spin it. You'll do that in a bit.
Okay,
Oh, hang on, we've hit back on there again. Hang on.
we'll catch up with these a bit later.
All right, James.
Okay, we're back here again with them.
You can lift your end up a bit, James.
Right, let me just show you if I can. It's getting in the way.
Come in a bit, mate.
The beam is getting fed through there from James on the digger. And you can see it's coming in now.
Okay, we're past that point. Oh, I'm going to put it down safe for now. Go on. Move strap in. Right, so James is just moving his strap back
Yep.
so he can get more leverage. This is what you call working on the chain gang.
We should have Sam Cooke playing in the background.
Working on the chain gang.
Right, you can see the beam has been moved now. Okay, so that needs to go in over there, that
Put some slack on that chain.
the
Right,
smaller hole, the one to the left, not to the right, because that's our little window.
Oh. In a bit. That's it.
twist there.
Can you come in a bit more? Oops, wrong way. That it? I've got all the wood and everything here. Alright. If you let it, Abbie, let it, no, Jake, if you let that go now, let it slack off a bit. Let's just see where the beam lies. Will it drop onto the sill? That's alright, it's on a fulcrum point. I can't hear you. Reset. Yeah. Right, you're going to have to nudge yours over now. There we go. Go down with yours. Kiss that bar there. Yep, level, plumb. Is it which way? The moment of truth. We finally got them in. 2 massive beams.
Lovely jubbly.
Well done, James.
Yeah.
It's good days, couple of days work there. So we've just checked them for level across, which they are. They're both level in their lengths, and they're both level in the middle at both ends across from beam to beam. So they're in the right positions. We took down a little bit of stonework here, which was taken down because it was precarious, you know, it was dangerous for us to work around it. So we're taking that out, and then we're going to probably take a little bit more out here. Then we can get these old rotten beams out, lintels. Going to put some nice concrete lintels in there and then rebuild all this back up again. But the most important thing, the beams are in. And now James is going to go outside and we're going to start, or he's going to start cementing the outsides from the outside. I'm going to do the insides, fill them in. And then we'll build all this up. And that's job done. I could build a new floor on there then. Well done, James.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyway, all done. So, hope you enjoyed this little double episode.
Job.
Yeah, 2-man job as well.
Should have been the 6-man.
Yeah, in the real world, you know, it took 5 or 6 men doing this job. So we used the chains, we used the tower, we used the digger on the outside, and we utilised all what we had.
And we used our brains.
And used the brains, yeah, just to move these big beams without knocking walls down. Because if you ever think about when the chains are hanging and they swing, they could smash into the wall. It's like a battering ram, and they can knock the wall out. So we're very lucky. Oh well, don't know about luck, maybe a bit more skill in it as well. Yeah. And we're there now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little episodes, and we'll show you the last bit where it's all cemented in and done. Okay, so far we've cleared up the front. We've got the beams in now. James is just round the back here. He's doing a bit of tidying up on these holes.
Patching the holes up.
Yeah, doing a good job there. Lovely. And they
put one across here, fill
yeah,
one, and then one little one in there.
Yeah, just fill it in like. And then that one he's going to do after, and that sort of secures it at the back, stops the birdies flying in. Just a little look up there, look. There's that window I did. You can see there's loads of work up there to do, pointing as well. But it's all part of this journey. James, do you reckon you could bung one in that hole as well, up there, look?
Yeah, maybe.
Put one little one in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? Before it comes too much rain. Mum said it'd be about an hour dinner, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll carry on round the front. Doing a good job, mate. I'll pop round later and we'll have another little film, just show it how it's finished.
Yeah.
Morning, folks. Right, this is the next day. We've got the beams in now, and we've put them out here. It's just stopped raining, so I've come out here to show you something. Why we changed these beams, basically. It wasn't the aesthetic shape of them or anything, because they looked, you know, rustic and nice, but the ends were completely rotten. One of them was so bad that it was literally falling. You know, it was propped up for a couple of months with a T-frame I made up. But I wanted to show you, you know, what it does, what these beetles destroy. You know, you get a few different beetles here. You get a powder post, death watch, and a longhorn beetle, which are all types of woodworms that destroy timbers. They have various size holes in it, so you have the bigger holes here. I point to them there, yeah, and then you've got smaller ones which are your normal conventional furniture woodworm beetles type. But let me show you in here. This was cut off by nearly 2 foot, and look how bad that was inside in the soft. Yeah, I'd done an inspection last year, just checking it with a probe, and I found this here. And this was the other end. This was this continuation of this going right through. So it shows you how dangerous this was sitting in there and how it had to be done. This was the other side, and this is the same inside. I could probably break that apart if I really put some pressure on that. Okay, so that's all soft in there. as well. And then this was the other bit. I've just shown you the first bit. Look, this part was in the wall and it was just hanging there. Okay, so I was very lucky we done it now. We took our time and done it properly. Took a lot of safety precautions you wouldn't have seen. You'd think it would be like hats and gloves and all that and masks, but they're minor safety precautions to what we had to really think about to get this right. And one of them beams coming down on your head with a hat on ain't going to make no difference to the hat. You're still going to be squashed on the floor, so I wouldn't want to think about that one. But I wanted to point that out to you. There's 3 types of woodworm beetles, or wood boring beetles, and they devastate oak, but it takes a long time. So in a lifetime it probably wouldn't affect you or me, but in a couple of lifetimes they can get through it. And how these beetles work, basically, the fly or the beetle will fly onto a wood where a previous hole is, and they will lay their eggs inside there, and then the worms will eat away, and they'll just eat deeper and deeper and deeper each year, you know, until they get through the wood. And oak, they love oak, especially when it's very old. But I've put Douglas fir in. There's 1 or 2 of the beetles tend not to like it so much. You still get attack, but not as much. And everything we put in new is being spray treated 3 times to keep the bug away. It will last years and years and years before they can start working on it. And then obviously we will oil and wax it, which helps as well. I'll just give you a little tip. If you find woodworm holes, if you put turpentine on a brush and brush them over the holes, right, and leave them like that for a few days, and then fill them up with wax over it, just put soft paste wax, push it in and over it, then the next set of flies won't come. Any larvae that's inside immediate to that turpentine will be killed. So that's a little tip for you. If you also, you can use soap. Natural soap is another one if you want to do it very natural. Not as effective, but it does work, and it plugs up the holes, and the fly don't like it. But anyway, hope you got that one. Little bit of interesting information for you guys. So going to pop round now, see James. He's just finishing off this thing. We got caught with the rain yesterday and that, so we had to stop. Let's get you round there. Okay, so James has blocked up the 2 holes now. He's just finishing this one off. He'll put some more stuff in there and then leave it for a day or 2, and I'll come and finish it off, because he's off back to the UK tomorrow, aren't you, mate?
Yep, all the way back
to
real life.
2 weeks has gone like a blink of an eye. But he's been invaluable, James. Very helpful, helped me out a lot. He's pushed us on a little bit now. We've gained a couple of weeks by James being here, at least. But this is what it looks like when it's done. So that's it dressed up, and then the rest of the building will look like that once Tracy points it all up. And that's how it's going in now. We've just got to put a bit more in and then dress it up. Job done, mate.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
And are you coming back next week?
No, next year.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed this series, you lot. And it's part 1 and 2. Tell us what you thought of it all. Throw us all your comments, and it's all lovely. Your comments for part 1 have been fantastic. Anyway, guys, thank you for now. Bye bye.